Welcome to In the Garden with Laura. This is a new series designed to help you know how to create the garden of your dreams using native plants. And we want to give you the tips and the information so that you can create the garden of your dreams. Welcome to another episode of In the Garden with Laura. Today we're going to be talking about how to prune a rhododendron with Rose Norseth, a master gardener who has great experience with both azaleas and rhododendrons and many other plants. So Rose, why do you prune a rhododendron and when?
Well, the same reason as for azaleas. You prune them for height and you prune them to get air circulation in them. And you can see from this set of rhododendrons that they're rather high right now. They could get much, much bigger if you want them to, but eventually you're going to have to go in and trim. And you can see on some of this how long the branches are going to be. So if you took out this whole thing, you're taking out quite a lot and you're opening it up for air.
What's the maximum amount that you would trim a rhododendron in 1 year?
1/3.
Okay.
And you get to figure that by looking at the tree itself.
Okay.
And you get some idea of what 1/3 would be. Take off a little and look at it and see how much that's been, then try again, take some more off.
And how frequently would you prune a rhododendron?
Same as azaleas, I would not let them go beyond 3 years because then you're going to have a difficult job getting into them and taking care of them.
And when do you prune rhododendrons?
Same thing, right after they flowering. And we can show you one reason why on these.
They've already started to grow new growth.
Right.
And you can see.
If we had come right after they bloomed, and you take all these seeds that are developing, you take those off, then it's easier by just pulling off this knob. You can either get rid of the seeds, or if you want to, you can get rid of those growths.
That new growth, okay.
They're only about this big at this point, and that means you won't have these long branches growing.
Okay. Now, so you really want to finish pruning by, say, mid-June. If you were to do it later than mid-June, you're sacrificing flowers for next year.
Right.
But
right.
you could do that if disaster struck. And,
right.
You know.
And
okay.
you may have a few flowers, but it won't be a big
display
for you.
Right. And there's also a thing called wilt that you have to prune rhododendrons for. And when you do that, you should, and you can maybe describe just briefly what wilt is. It's the leaves all kind of
die and crumble
brown.
up, and they turn yellow, and they get spots on them. This one hasn't turned yellow, but this is a common thing. And you don't just throw these on the ground, and you don't put them in your compost pile. You put these leaves in your garbage.
Right, because you'll be spreading the disease.
You'll be spreading the disease otherwise, yeah.
And you also want to take your clippers and put them in rubbing alcohol between each and every cut so that you don't just go spread the disease throughout the whole plant. Unless you really want to get rid of the rhododendron. So let's get to it and do a little pruning. Okay. Now Rose, why are you cutting that branch? Is that for height?
This one is for height, yes.
Okay. You want to show me what you want me to chop?
Well, yes, I want you to come over here where I am.
All right. Don't just stand on the sidelines and
No, watch where you put your feet here.
Got it.
Be careful, there may be a stub of some kind there. Can you reach back and take this one out?
That one out?
Correct.
One?
Yep. No, not this, just one. This one.
That one, yeah. That's what I was shooting for. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that
still-
side is airier than this side.
Yep. Still a little tall. If I take out this one, go down to here.
Yes.
And it's lower now.
So what we would do would go along the whole length of this and take it down some. I don't think these need opening up a whole lot because there are not a lot of branches.
Right.
But these laying on the azaleas may be fine. That may mean take down the azaleas about a foot or so.
Yeah, that does look, these look like nice, healthy branches.
Right,
there.
right.
So,
And the azaleas don't look that great.
right,
So they might look much better once you take them down.
right. So any further comments about pruning rhododendrons?
No, it's, again, do it in a timely manner as soon as possible after they're blooming, and do a little bit every day, and it won't be such a hard task.
Get a good glass of water or iced tea. And go out and
Right,
prune away.
yeah, right.
Thank you for joining us.